So you've only been on a few dates with this guy and you already like him so much. What's going on and how can you bring yourself back down to earth? I'm dating coach Hayley Quinn, and if you know you frequently wear your heart on your sleeve, fall for someone hard and fast, and then end up just feeling disappointed by the outcome, I've got 5 questions you can ask yourself to help remain grounded and really get to know who he genuinely is rather than just falling for first impressions. I also would love to hear from you in the comment section. Are you someone who tends to wear your heart on your sleeve? So we all should know by now that if you've just had 1 or 2 dates and you're skipping away from them, working out if his last name sounds good with your first name, texting all your friends, we should have some warning bells here right now, which are telling us to slow down. And if you know that you should be taking things more slowly, but you just can't seem to help yourself from obsessing and really overly focusing on him, here are 5 questions that are going to help to keep you grounded and more objective when it comes to figuring out if he could be the right guy for you. So before I sound too critical here, I do understand that if you haven't met someone that's really excited you in a long time and suddenly there is someone who you feel really, really excited about going out with, of course, it's going to feel like you naturally want to just focus on that person. But it really is important that you take your time getting to know him and recognize that even if he ticks all those boxes on paper, it's still going to take time to work out whether you're actually compatible. So question number 1 to help keep your feet on the ground here is, so what don't I know about him yet? So you might be saying, oh my gosh, he's just perfect, he's amazing, he's so this, he's so that. Instead, prompt yourself to actually recognize everything that you don't know. What information are you missing here? This should help you hopefully to become more aware of the journey you have to go on now to get to know him better. The second question is, are all the things I like about him actually quite superficial? Perhaps he's got a cool job, perhaps he's 6'2", perhaps he took you on a really fancy first date. I mean, that's all great, but is that really what you set out to want and need in a partner? Question 3 is, could I have made some assumptions here about the fact that we have so much in common? Often when 2 people meet and they're attracted towards one another, there can be a tendency to just highlight everything that you've got in common. And you might be finding yourself saying things like, oh my gosh, we are so similar as people. And I'm like, hang on a minute. How long have you known this person? So you may have some similarities, but it might be a long way away to know how well you line up as individuals. Question 4 is, actually, what is really important to me in a partner? If you set out on this journey of dating and you were thinking that you needed someone who was really kind and really considerate, you still want to have these qualities at the forefront of your mind. And often, the best qualities actually are demonstrated over time. It's just impossible to tell in the first few dates whether someone has the qualities you need in a long-term partner. And my question 5 is, has he actually really demonstrated any of these longer run qualities? Or are you getting caught up on how he comes across on first impressions? So I hope these questions have been helpful to keep your feet on the ground. I'm not meaning to burst your bubble. I actually just want you to do your due diligence and get to know him properly and to realize that there's so much connection and time spent together that needs to be built to work out whether you are compatible or not. Also remember, you are not in a rush to figure this out. You've got time to date, you've got time to get to know him. Commitment is kind of a big deal, so take that decision making really seriously. Now, if you want more objective dating advice on how you can build your confidence and develop a much better process for dating, please head over to hayleyquinn.com/real love. The link is going to be beneath this video. There you're going to find some free information from me about how you can develop a much more confident approach to your dating life.